Hey, I am on my balcony, which is my kitchen, and I'm cooking dinner. So I have a few minutes while doing that. But today is Sunday, and that's become a rest day at Petrungrung, which it didn't used to be. But so Pinu is in Bangkok with Angie because she's fighting at Lumpini on the 19th, which is really, really exciting. She's going to be the first Katoi fighter to fight at Lumpini ever. Nongtum fought there before, but she is a Katoi, but she's not a Katoi fighter at the time. So I did a private lesson with Yodkhunpon today instead of having regular training, and I haven't trained with him in a little while. I think it's been maybe like 2 months or something, but I've been working on my elbows a lot. I've made it a quarterly goal to cut my opponents, 3 opponents consecutively, and I've not done that yet, but I have until the end of the quarter, so the end of the year, to do that. But I've been doing 1,000 elbows every day. That sounds crazy, and it's not as crazy as it sounds, but it is a lot of work. And my elbows have changed significantly in the process of doing that. But I've been working on them in the way that Yodkhunpon showed me, how you just do like this full range of motion, you're like really swinging on them. They feel really good. Like, the point is to make your elbows feel really good. And so because he's the elbow hunter and he's like the elbow master, it was really amazing to, in my lesson today, have him feel the difference in my elbows. It was a big accomplishment for me when I'd been working on stuff he showed me before. This was maybe 5 or 6 months ago, when I had understood this like millimeter of distance that I wasn't taking and that he does take, and it makes a huge difference. And so I started like leaning into things with him, and he could feel it. Like the change I made in that, he was like, I can feel your elbows coming at me now. But the change today, when I was throwing my elbows at him, he was like touching his face, like did you just graze me with that? Like I shaved him or something. And he was like, I don't know when your elbows are coming now. Like that he couldn't anticipate them, which was really exciting. So that was really amazing for me, just in terms of like having put in the work and all of the repetition in order to get myself to feel smooth and comfortable with elbows. Like, it's just the repetition, and then being able to feel like that they come out very naturally. I throw them at Kevin in the mornings when we're sparring because he's so big and I'm wearing elbow pads. I got cut in my last fight, so I kind of wasn't doing elbow sparring for a little bit while that was closing up, but I'm kind of starting with that again with the elbow pads with my sparring partners. And it's just actually making the contact, and being able to have that as like a temperature gauge working with Yodkhunpon today has really boosted my confidence with them. I feel really good. And I have 2 fights coming up in Chiang Mai on the 14th and 15th of this month, so that's next week. And both of my opponents are southpaw, which is interesting because I've been working on going southpaw with Karahat, but against orthodox fighters. So now these 2 girls, both of whom I've beat before, I'm going to try to fight them southpaw, and they are southpaw, so everything's going to be very different. But just moving around with Yodkhunpon today, and just like working on the things that we were like playing around for 2 hours, allowed me to feel, like literally feel in my body what my style is growing into, or what kind of fighter I ultimately might be. Like kind of a nascent stage of it, like I can start to feel the pearl forming or something. And it just felt amazing. It was a really, really good day for me. So I'm gonna keep making dinner, but that's just my update from today, how good that feels. And I'm writing a blog post on Angie as well. So those 2 things going together for this Sunday. And I'll talk to you guys soon.